In this lesson, we'll be learning about how to let the user input a value into a program. So let's begin by initializing a variable called user. User is equal to, then write input, open brackets and close brackets, and between the closed and open brackets, write either double quotes or single quotes. Now within the quotes, write the text which you want to ask. I'm going to write enter a number. Note that I put the space here so that when we write it down, it doesn't come exactly next to the colon. If I remove this, you can see that when we enter a number into the console, you see that nothing happens, and that when I remove the space, it comes right next to the colon. It asks us to enter. Now let's print this. Print user. When we click run, say we write 1, and you see that 1 appears. The input function takes in anything that the user enters as a string. A way we can check this is by using the type function. If you write type, open brackets and close brackets, around the variable user, and click run, let's write 7, you see that it gives us str or string. A way we can change this is by using typecasting, a method which we learned from previous lessons. If we use int and put it around the input, now when we enter a number like 98, you see that it comes as class int. And if we write it as a float, then 98 prints float. Note that you don't need to just put the float or int typecast next to it here. You can also put it in the place where you're using it. When we click run, you see the same effect. Now, let's try using this with some arithmetic operators. I'm going to move this float function back here. Say we wanted to do user times 10. $90. See, it can calculate it to become 900. We can use any of the arithmetic operators we want to use, as long as we typecast it to a float or int first. Otherwise, we can treat it exactly like a string. If we do times, you'll see that it repeats the string this many times. You can see that it repeats 9 10 times. And if we wanted to concatenate it, then we could write user plus years old. When we click run and say, you can see that it concatenates it and says like this, 15 years old. If we used an int or float typecast, you see that it will give us an error, as it treats it exactly like an int or float. Thank you for watching. See you in the next lesson.